This is a Male Rights Activists Podcast, episode 87, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a man's point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, each and every one of you, our new ones, our OGs. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, Thailand's king isolates himself with 20 concubines.
I gotta step my isolation game up.
For real, Paul George cheated on his coach's daughter.
That was my daughter. Paul George would still be running laps.
And a Dear Erby writer's ex-girlfriend is sick, and now she wants him back. All that and more right now. Check. This is the MRA podcast of Kyle and Kamal, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. I am Kyle.
I am Kamal.
We're saving relationships one listener at a time. Let's get this started with the front page of our lives. Kamal, man, you went into the world, dog. How was it?
Man, it was exciting. I did a Target run today.
Dang. Oh, wait a minute. Now, on the last episode, we talked about the Target run, dog.
Yeah.
Was it a real Target run, homie? Or, you know?
I went inside. I walked around. I went looking for stuff, man. So this wasn't like an in and out. This was me. Had a list, a pencil.
Yeah,
I was crossing shit out and everything.
Yeah. This is very interesting. So you went to the white Target thinking you was going to find some things that you couldn't find at the black Target, but then you found out we all eat the same shit.
Yeah. A little different, man. I walked in and a lot of shit was just gone from the shelf. Shit that you wouldn't expect to be gone, like flour.
Yeah.
Like,
did you go to get flour?
I went to get flour. It was no flour on the shelf, no sugar on the shelf, no bread on the shelf, no lunch meat. All these things that I was like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking sugar would be on the shelf. I'm going to get some sugar in the pandemic. I'm going to the white neighborhood because I'm expecting the sugar to still be on the shelf.
No sugar, bro.
No sugar. I figured, the flour, I figured they're making bread and bacon and stuff like that. You know what I noticed, though?
Bacon, huh?
They baking.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been baking, too.
I thought you meant they making bacon.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They're baking.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dude, you know what I noticed?
What'd you notice?
With the masks and all this shit, man.
Yeah.
A lot of ugly people are getting the benefit of the doubt. Dude, I can't tell. You know what I'm saying? So they're walking around. If you ugly, this is the perfect time to go out, put the mask on. It sucks at social distancing because you can't, dude can't get up there and mac and nothing like that. But you can yell your number out and stuff like that, and you can, trick them. You can zoom with that mask on for a while until the shit's over, and then reality sets in. But man, this is a perfect time. So if you're not looking your best, man, throw that mask on, go on a Target run. You might get some action. Dog,
I took a 3-hour walk, bruh, a few days ago, bruh.
Did you get lost?
No. I wanted to go to the Home Depot, man. I've been working on growing stuff, man. My grandfather was a sharecropper on my father's side. So he used to grow greens. He used to grow everything. Every time we went to my grandma's house in Watts, he would always send us home with collard greens. And
they had sharecropping in Watts?
No, he was a sharecropper in Arkansas and moved to Watts.
Okay.
But he was, you know what I mean? He was a sharecropper in Arkansas. So he still had green. He grew stuff in the backyard in Watts. And I've always wanted to grow stuff. So the other day was the day. Took a walk to the Home Depot, man. It's funny because I thought about what we talked about on the podcast, and I thought this would be funny because I know she thinking that I got some broad about to pick me up. I thought about it too. I was like, man, I could be real smooth and act like I'm walking, get the ride. You know what I'm saying? To the Home Depot, smash, and then come back and act like I'm out of breath. But nah, I really did walk. It was I walked 6 miles, bro.
On purpose?
I didn't realize it was going to take that. I didn't realize it was that far. And I didn't go the most direct route because I couldn't remember, how you got to turn left or right, but I didn't know. So I just kind of went high and then cut back because I knew it wasn't this high. Does that make sense? That's not clear at all. I don't know the street the Home Depot's on, but I know it ain't this far north. Does that make sense? So I'm like, I'm going to go where I know it ain't. So I'm just going to turn left and eventually I know it's down there, but I don't, when you're walking, bro, it takes a while to realize you made the wrong turn. when you're driving, you be like, oh, okay, wait a minute, this is another. But when you walk in, it take a while to realize, oh man, I turned left when I should turn right. So anyway, I walked the long way. Man, I was so happy to be at the house, man, to see people, dog. I was like, dang, this like a movie come out. But it's cool, man. And me and the lady been getting along for the first time. I think we put 3 days together for the first time in years.
So all it took was a global pandemic.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Yeah, it's pretty much, bro. Pretty much, man. Because I can't leave. Matter of fact, today we almost had a little beef. And I started writing down. I wanted to write down how long it took me to want to snap. It's funny now. I could laugh at it. So I was walking down the stairs, right? And I think the thing is I get mad when rules, my own rules that I haven't shared are broken.
Unwritten rules?
Unwritten rules, exactly. So like there's the little plugger for the iPad, the little white square.
Yeah.
So I was walking down the stairs and I saw that plugger and I was mad because I thought my daughter left it there. So I'm hot. So they went on a walk. When they got back, I'm ready to light my daughter up. Then her mom was like, that was me. Now, it's early in the morning, so I'm cool. I ain't snapping yet. But I realized that was the first thing. This is the thing that really bothered me, though. So she's trying to talk to the insurance company about an issue that happened. And they left her on. No, they didn't answer twice. I guess she playing phone tag with an actual person. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, they either left her on hold too long, but they didn't answer twice. And she wanted to share that with me. And that was it for me. Because I was just like, this sounds so stupid now, but I'm just like, why do you need to share that negative news? I didn't say it, but I'm like, who gives a fuck?
I know that. I know that question of who gives a fuck. Yeah,
like you're not supposed to say that. I remember in my marriage counselor days, he said, and this is premarital counseling. He said, whatever's a big deal to her, it's a big deal to you. Because I was like, but what if it's not a big deal to me? He said it should be, and I was just like, I hate you.
I know, man, and like honestly, I want to share. You know what I'm saying? I want to feel like, okay, let me be empathetic and acknowledge the shit you're going through. But fuck, some of that stuff is like, man,
find a friend, call a friend. Because I'm never going to do that to you. That's my thing. And if I do, I'm going to spin it to positive. I don't know if that should rule come out. I try not to complain on people, man, and throw up on them. Because I don't want to leave nobody walking around like they just got vomited on. But I don't know why they constantly want to do that shit.
Well, I'll say this. I complain. I just gripe, but I don't vent. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, man, what happened? Such and such. Boom. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here's the issue. Boom. And I'm done. I don't like to vent.
Why not?
Well, I say a lot of things just don't bother me that much. And so it's like, here's the problem. The venting is like some pent up shit that probably there's a bunch of shit wrong. I'm only complaining about this one particular thing, and that's pretty much it. You know, I don't need to talk about, I really don't know, but for me, it's here's the issue. I said it, and I'm kind of done with it.
Yeah.
So I don't really do a whole lot of venting sometimes about the job because it's a bunch of just shit piled on. So the job, you'll get the venting from like the job. Yeah, but like I was on hold, I had a negative experience with the AT&T. That's not a reason to vent.
My appointment was at 5 p.m. and I've been waiting for 15 minutes. It's like, dog, why did you need to tell me that? Couldn't you work that out in your head? Or call one of your homegirls so y'all can bitch back and forth and commiserate? Why are you bringing that shit to me?
Have you ever heard them go back and forth like your girl and her home?
It drives me crazy.
Oh my God.
It drives me crazy. I got to leave the room.
Well, because her friend not only gives a fuck, she's chiming in. She's going back and forth. It's like a tennis volley match. It's like it's going back and forth. It's like, oh my gosh. This is who you need to talk to.
This is who you need to talk to. I'm in misery right now.
Yeah, I have nothing. I'm returning shit. I can't return anything for you. She's like, okay, I guess. And her friend or her sister is like, ha. She's like, I know, right? It's like she's chiming in and giving feedback and co-signing and all of that stuff. I'm like, wow.
call that
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah, I don't have that in me.
No, it drives me crazy. But I don't. So to me, that just feels like a lost cause, man. That was the thing that did it. And then like 2 other little things happened, but anyway, you get the point, man. I'm glad you can at least relate to what I'm going through, man. We come back, man. We got some feedback, man. And later in the show, a Dear Erby writer's ex-girlfriend is sick, and now she wants him back. Should he go? We'll talk about it later. It's the MRA podcast. Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. We got some feedback, Hobie.
Do we now?
Yeah, man. Hello, you contradicted yourself. You two are mad at Oprah for kicking Stedman out, but Kyle, you said you kicked your wife out of the room during homeschool. Both you and Kamal didn't like Oprah talking about her man. Kamal said the world did not have to know that Stedman messed up. Yet if anybody listens to your podcast on any episode, you're both trashing your woman. Hypocrite much? Anita in Orange County. How you feel about that, player?
I don't like Anita in Orange County. Calling me out.
Facts. Listen, hey, bitch, if you gonna call us out, at least be wrong.
Yeah, calling me out about my contradictions. Yeah.
No, and then you write about it. Fuck you. How about that? How about my dick, bitch? Nigga always gotta take a foul. How about sucking my dick? How you feel about that?
I don't like Anita in Orange County.
You're right.
You know what, man? Here's the thing about it. I'm going to say the difference. The difference between me and
full of shit.
The difference is I, for the most part, am doing tongue in cheek about my wife. I'm not on here going off and dissing my wife. You know what I'm saying? My wife is a listener. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm not airing shit that's unforgivable or making her look bad. If anything, Danita probably feels that my wife is probably right in all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that I'm just, from my side, giving my side. Whereas I think Oprah was making Stedman look dumb. You know?
Okay, let me just help you out, Kamel.
Okay.
You are making your wife look bad, just so you know.
I'm not making her look bad.
Shit, ask her. And
I'm not making her look bad. First of all, I think, honestly, for the most part, I think most women who listen to this think I'm probably the bad guy in the relationship. They're not on my side. So I don't think that I'm making her look bad if they're probably rooting for her.
You're absolutely right. But I'm going to say Oprah was joking too, because Oprah was doing it. It doesn't come out well when you read it, but if you listen to the interview, and we played a snippet of it on the last episode, she was talking to Idris about the fact that he and his wife both got it. And then Oprah was like, I didn't want to tell him Stedman in the back house. So she's doing a report about the report, and she's laughing at herself like, nah, you better than me. We're opposites, because I ain't standing by my man. But one thing I said last week, I gave her props. She did say she goes, drops the food off at the door, and then runs her ass away. Now I said, well, that's what I'm talking about, Oprah. Billionaire Oprah is dropping the food off for Stedman. For me, hey, case closed, dog.
To me, that's not tongue in cheek. That's making light of the situation. Sure, her and Stedman ain't laughing about the shit.
Hilarious. Hey, the next feedback is from Lenore. She said, hey, I hear you talking about women having meltdowns, but it seems like you don't realize you men have a meltdown equivalent. It's called you acting grumpy and shutting down. That is the equivalent to our emotional meltdowns. Love you both, Lenore and Upland. I think she's right, man.
I like Lenore better than I like Danita. I can tell you that much. I like her a little bit better. The grumpiness and the shutdown. The shutdown, I'm the king of that.
Oh, nigga. I'm the king of that, too. We must be kings in different provinces.
Yeah, my shutdown is on point. Well, here's the thing. It's not, when I shut down, it's because I feel I've been like attacked. I don't shut down because my girl did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? She went to the grocery store and she didn't buy my chips or some shit like that. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like something that she didn't do. It's usually because I fucked up. She went off on me, and that's my reaction. So her emotional meltdown came first. My grumpiness and my shutdown is a reaction to her emotional meltdown.
And now, is her emotional meltdown about you, or is it about other shit?
Oh, it's mostly about me.
See, my emotion, my irritation is, well, then it sounds like it's the same thing, because you're saying you don't attack her, but you said your shutdown is because of her, where her emotional meltdown is because of you.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm getting attacked. The other one is like, I messed up. Or her perception is I messed up. There's no getting around like who she's attacking. That's not like she's doing that on purpose.
Well, here's my thing, dog. Her emotional shutdown is not because of me per se, but it still drives me crazy when she's having when she's cussing at the TV. I cringe.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like the energy in the room. I'm just like, get me away.
I can deal with all of that. I can deal with if she gets mad at
it depends. In a game, maybe I can handle a little bit. But like, let's just say whatever. I'm you, and your wife says, "Man, fucking Trump did it again." I would cringe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cringe. I don't want to hear about your hatred for Donald Trump. Everybody, half the goddamn country hates that motherfucker. I don't need to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Give me something positive, or don't give me shit. How about that?
Now, is it because it's negative, or is it because
I don't want to hear. No, negative. I don't want to hear any negativity.
Okay, so like if she was,
don't bring me that shit.
If she was in the minority, if she was the lone person that hated Trump, you was
no. Just the negativity is what does it. I don't bring me your negativity because I got my own shit I'm dealing with. I'm constantly trying to stay positive, keep my mind right. When I get up, I wake up, I'm at negative. I've said this. I'm at negative 30. And I got to use gratitude to get to 0, and then try to get hype, not hype, but try to, think about my goals and focus to try to get to positive 10 and positive 20, and maybe positive 30. Every negative person I come across is chipping away at that positivity. So I'm just trying to keep it positive. I don't want to hear you complain. I don't want to hear how you hate whatever taxes, the new taxes. I don't give a fuck about that. Let's talk about something positive. I get it. My thing is and once again, this is a Kyle rule, like the goddamn thing on the floor. I was like, God damn it. That's not supposed to be on the floor because what if somebody steps on it? That's me and a Kyle rule, Yeah, it's just my deal. So I'm like, I know that it's not fair. I can't control other people, but it makes me want to get the fuck away.
Yeah, I just don't want to hear you don't want to hear like the negative. I don't want to hear about me messing up. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just don't want to hear.
I don't want to hear. That's something I've always had, you know what I'm saying? Dating back to my childhood. That's my unwritten rule. Leave me the fuck alone.
Hey, man, speaking about leaving alone, man, the king of Thailand isolated himself with 20 concubines. This is so exciting. I can't wait to talk about this. It's Dear Erby Podcast. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing was funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out, and I was like, "Wow, that's dated."
Okay,
but the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still, Caitlyn.
He's Bruce in the album.
Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce in this when I recorded this. But no, it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." All right, Kamal, man, you sent me this story, dude, and I absolutely love it. We all got to be quarantined, but according to Vlad TV, the king of Thailand knows how to isolate in style. He booked out an entire luxury hotel for he and his 20 concubines. Here's the best part. They're not even sure if his 4 wives made the cut for isolations. That's what you do when you're the king, Kamal.
I want to be a king. How do I become a king?
Dog, 20 concubines. And they was like, yeah, they all his. They all single. They all belong to my dude. Dog, that is a dream.
He was like, dude, I'm about to self-isolate, but I need the essentials. 20 of my best chicks.
Yeah,
20 of my best chicks. So my wives might not even make the cut.
They not making the cut. I'm not dealing with that shit. You're complaining.
But see, here's the thing about it. Now, when you got a concubine and you got it's 4 of y'all married, and you got 20 other ones. I don't think any of them 4 married women are complaining. they are probably doing their best to stay in his good graces because that dude got access to all the chicks. So
True.
I think they are pretty much on their best behavior. They're the Stepford wives, I'm sure.
I don't agree, Kamal. I think even if you know, because you get used to it. Even if you know, like, it's like the crew, right? Mm-hmm. After a while, when you know you got security, I'm just thinking about my boy and my crew, my high school crew that always complain or whatever. If you're a complainer, you're a complainer. Even if you know you're not, once you know you're not getting fired, the real you is coming out. And so, I mean, I know for you, you never know you're not getting fired. So maybe the real you always know it could be tomorrow.
Yeah, it could be tomorrow,
but
baby.
maybe you keep it under wraps. Before I think these women. I don't think these women are on their best. You know, after you get comfortable, you get comfortable too.
So you think the chicken coming to America, if he chose the whatever you like woman,
that was
10 years she'd have been like, oh God damn it, I'm sick of this shit.
That's human nature, bro. That's human nature. Think about every job you've ever had that you were excited about. Most people want the job that they get, right? Mm-hmm. And then after a few years, what are they doing? Complaining about having to go to work and forgetting that there was a time when they wanted that job so bad. Hope to get a call back.
I'll say this. All the jobs that I loved that I ended up hating, it's because something changed. I got to do administrator. We adopted a new philosophy. It's like it was change.
So it wasn't just come out getting comfortable.
No, it was I got comfortable and then there was a change and now I had to change with it. So that was always the issue with my jobs that I ended up hating. It's like, this shit ain't what it used to be.
That's like a relationship though.
Yeah.
You sign up for this because she's trying to, get that contract. And as soon as she get that contract, feet go up, hands washed, I'm chilling. That was my representative, as Chris Rock said. And when we come back, man, I got to tell you this quick post-nut story, not in post-nut mode story, man. You're going to be disappointed in your boy, man. I promise you that. It's an MRA podcast. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we trying to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. Yeah. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Hey, Kamal, dude, I got to tell you this story. Only because I teased that I was going to do it last week, and I'm embarrassed, man. One time I hooked up with this homeless chick, man.
Homeless? Like off the street?
No, she wasn't homeless. She just was living in her car. Which is
man, that's technically that's the definition.
I didn't know she was homeless.
A car is not a home,
but a house is.
Yeah, it doesn't have any closets or running water. It is not a home.
Dude, I didn't know she was homeless I think I did know. She was. I think she, ironically, from Oregon, and I think I was at the club, man. This is in my club days, bro. And I'm clubbing, man, and she is like, she on your boy, right? Mm-hmm. And so that should have been the first red flag. I mean, that sounds like low self-esteem. Like, man, if you're into me, I shouldn't be into you. But she was just a little clingy from the get. You know what I mean? So then, it's kind of like old boy last week.
She sensed that damn room and board. She sensed
you ain't lying, bro.
No.
So
like he's got a closet.
Hilarious. Running water.
Yeah, those clothes aren't from a bag. His clothes are wrinkled from a bag.
Dude, so she starts to talking, man. And she starts talking about how she just left Oregon, just moved to California, came out of a breakup, blah, blah, blah. You know, that sad story. Now, to me, that's a red flag, man. When they fresh off a breakup, dog, you should know, run the other way. This is damaged goods, bro. But me, I was thinking, oh, man, this is prime red right here, baby. She down. She comes over first night, and I greet her outside, and I see all her stuff in the car, and it's a mess. I see all these clothes come out, the passenger seat, the back seat. It was like a hatchback, I'm pretty sure. So it was like all through. It was just clothes and not organized at all, bro. And that's how you know, like, come on, dog. Are we doing this? And I was like, yeah, man, because I was in prenup mode, Kamal. So she comes through, man. Your boy hooks up. And then, she didn't want to leave. I was just like, oh, man. So, I kind of did like yours last week. Mm-hmm. I had to pretend that my lady was coming over. And I was like, yeah, hey, you got to go. Hey, yeah, sorry. Sent her about her merry way, man. But the point is, man, once I came outside and I saw all the clothes in the car, that should have been the red flag. Me today, I would have been like, oh, man, especially since, when you get home from the club, if y'all don't go home together, you got time to sober up. So my passions I was okay. I could have just relaxed, but for some reason I was just like, man, hey man, it's third quarter, baby. We got one more quarter to play. Let's finish this mission. The worst part about it is, man, I got burnt by that broad though, man. Ugh. She was my rock bottom dude, but I got to be honest, man, messing with her helped me to turn my life around. I was in pre-nut mode, especially since I ignored the red flag, the clothes in her car, and then her trying to stay like your girl did last week.
Yeah, I think, my story last week, I think she was in the process of finding a spot too. Yeah. And, I had a 2-bedroom condo at the time. And so one was Skillet's room, but I'm saying Skillet half the time was with his mom. So it's 5 days straight. Ain't nobody in that room. And she was looking probably like,
licking them chops.
Yeah, I got my own room.
Speaking of licking chops, man, they out there watching you, bro. You ain't gonna believe what happened to Offset, man. These haters was watching him and put his business on the internet. I'm explaining when we get back. It's the MRA podcast. Hey, come on, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, I wonder what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Erby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I'll listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. Mm-hmm. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man. Yeah. Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I picked... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think. Yeah, and I just get to listen. But I want to know what do the people listen? What are y'all doing? Let us know. Come out, they always watching you, bro. Mm-hmm. So I saw this video of Offset. He's playing a video game, okay? And Cardi B walks in. Here's Cardi B about to come in. And it's clear as day, come out. He hides his phone. His phone is on his ground. It's like it's as if the popos came around and it's a bunch of weed in the car. And he is, oh shit, let me pick this up. So, it was funny to me. So what I love about it, man, it reminded me of the Beyonce video when Beyonce was telling Jay-Z that she could finally fit into her costume, the homecoming. So Beyonce she called Jay-Z it was funny to hear Jay-Z barely interested in this conversation. Just like we were telling earlier. She was like, I fit into my costume. It's just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, why are you telling me this shit? This is not pertinent. Come on, could you imagine if I called you to tell you? You'd be like, all right, nigga. Like, why is this nigga telling me this?
Well, no, because you've actually had some feats before. You've like ran decathlons and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That was just for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't call me like, guess what I did? Nigga, I ran a 5K today.
Yeah, I felt great, and I didn't call Kamal at all. That would cross the line, bro. Like, this nigga just catching me up on his life right quick.
I would front. Be like, oh man,
okay, that's dope. But you'd be wondering what else was next.
Yeah,
what is this nigga calling me?
I might call her. Hey, what the fuck? You not on your job?
So anyway, man. So Cardi B is talking to him, and I'm laughing my ass off because I could tell he's going into boyfriend husband mode of like, okay, just I'm playing a video game right now. I don't know what you're talking about. Just let's move this along. She's like, love you, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, she moves along, and as soon as she leaves, he takes the phone back out. So some woman named Milagro Graham of Mob Radio, she made a video, and she pointed out, she paused, she circled, look, and then she, concluded that Offset wasn't shit. I just, come on, flag. Can we throw the flag on that, man? That's flag on the play to me, dog. What you think?
Definitely.
Flag on the play.
Well, I mean, she don't know what's on that phone he don't want her to see. He might have been like writing her a love letter and stuff like that. It might be anything, man.
It wasn't a love letter. We know it wasn't no love letter. And we don't got to act like we the male rights activists. We like to defend the fellas, but we know good and well it wasn't no damn love letter. Now, I'm not saying it was another woman, but I'm just saying it's probably, even if he wasn't, man, these vultures, what do you benefit? What do you benefit? What do you benefit from blowing up a spot like that? What's in it for you?
Well,
followers?
I don't know what the man was doing, right? And so when people just want to like blow up spots, it's for their own self-interest. If I put this shit out again, detailing Offset getting blown up, maybe he responds, and that way it just drives traffic to me. I get famous. I turn into Perez Hilton and stuff like
Wendy
that.
Williams.
Yeah, I turn into one of these
Wendy
people.
Williams,
I make a name, clout chasing off of Offset, man. So, I mean, sort of like what we're doing by commenting on the shit.
It is kind of like, even though we're defending, so that kind of brings me like but you're right. I mean, you're right. But the difference is I'm not going to tag him in it and try to get famous off this. I rarely tag the person I'm talking about, man. I just like, I'm not clout chasing. I really just want to have a discussion on it and give the other side, because it's like, who cares what he's doing? You know he's got priors. Is he going to be faithful for the rest of his life? You'd be a fool if you thought so. Come on, man. I hope Cardi B don't think so. It shouldn't matter, man. You got to know who you with, man. Don't embarrass me. Well, he tried not to, and somebody tried to make you embarrassed. Go ahead.
So that's the thing about it too that really upsets me, because they don't know the arrangement that he and Cardi B have, and so it puts Cardi B on the spot where she has to respond now. You know what I'm saying?
I feel more bad for her.
Yeah. Because now, like, you know what I'm saying, they start looking at her funny.
Yeah,
why you
like, putting up with that whoop-de-whoop. Yeah,
why you putting up with that bullshit? And so now she's forced to defend, or she's either gonna look dumb, like they say Hillary was looking dumb for staying with her man, or you know what I'm saying, she breaks up with him or she starts attacking him publicly, which is probably what they really want.
Because then they'll be the one that did it, man. Whatever, man. I thought it was whack of her to do that. Coming up, dude. Come on, I love this story. I did not know this. Breaking news to me. Paul George cheated on his coach's daughter. Could you look past that to get a ring? It's the MRA Podcast. Are you yelling at your radio right now? What the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. Just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Erby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at the MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yeah, so man, just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
Kamal, this story has so many layers. Okay, so when Paul George was with the Pacers back in the day, 2014, he used to date Callie Rivers, which is Doc Rivers' daughter. Did you know that they used to date?
No.
I had no idea. So then Doc Rivers coached the Clippers, world champion coach of the Celtics. So George allegedly cheats on Doc Rivers' daughter with the Miami stripper, but it gets more crazy. He allegedly offers the stripper, Daniela Rajic, $1 million to have an abortion. She says no and asks for child support. He says no. He sues for full custody because obviously he listened to the MRA podcast and he understood somehow, even though we wasn't on the air back then. But we was doing the web series, and I'm sure by then you had told the world the rule of how to not pay child support is if you have full custody. So they end up coming to a settlement. They work it out. Now they are together and they have another daughter. How awkward is that, Kamal?
It's extremely awkward.
Dude, I would feel, I'm trying to think, I didn't ask for none of my kids to be aborted, man. They're they're the four that I did not request.
Now, here's the crazy thing about it, man. This chick, what's her name? Daniela Rajic.
Yeah.
She knew, Rajic. She knew this baby's worth more than $1 million. having this baby.
Yes.
This is more in the long run.
Oh, that's dirty, but you're right.
Yeah, this baby. Because here's the thing about it. If this was just average Joe Trick who impregnated her, she's taking that $500, whatever it's gonna cost.
Yeah,
she's not seeing that through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Paul George, superstar, small forward, NBA player, potentially, can make $200 million over his lifetime just playing basketball, not like endorsements or any other investments, but just basketball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And the thing about it is, after they went to court and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? I think it's pretty smart on Paul George's part. They'll be like, hey, man, why are we fighting?
I feel like that's smart on her part to be like, listen, I'm sorry. Because I feel like women have, and this could be me, this could be some bitch ass shit from me, so feel free to call me out. But because I don't like when people point the finger, and I'm about to point the finger. I feel like a woman can get with any man she chooses. A man, I guess a rich man has a little more power, but a woman, if a woman comes at you right, she's getting it. She's getting a D. She's getting it. So if she gets over it, even if she has ulterior motives and she slithers back in and says, we're good, it's going to be hard for him, especially since, old girl already done left. Callie left or whatever her name is. So he's like, because she done left. Now she's with Seth Curry, Steph's little brother or older brother, whatever, Steph's brother. So, I just feel like you're saying that Paul George angled his way back. And I feel like homegirl did it. Why do you think Paul George did it?
Well, because, I don't know if he angled his way back in, but it's like, it's probably smarter for his pocketbook for him to be on good terms with her. You know what I'm saying?
Always smarter to you. Fellas. All right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day. It's always smarter for your pocketbook to be on good terms with the lady, the baby mama, the wife, and the ex-wife. Always. Because
there's the thing about it, man. Let's say she's on bad terms and she has the baby. She can get a lot more. Here's the thing about it. Now, together, she gets a part of his fortune, but she doesn't have control over his fortune. She can be on like I Love Lucy and getting what was it called? Allowance, right?
Yeah.
That's if they're together. She has not access to, but she gets all of it, so to speak. Yeah. She's around it. So but if she does child support and all this other stuff, whatever he gives her, she's in control of that. So she can get 100%.
He got to cut a check.
Right. So I think for her, I think she would have been good either way.
True. But for him, you're right. It's cheaper to keep her because it's so much easier if you're not cutting the check. Because now you ain't really, instead of spending $50 to eat, you're spending $60. You know what I mean? Like you don't feel it because it's just you're sharing what you have. It's a lot easier to share what you have than it is to actually rip some off and send it away somewhere.
Yeah. So I think I don't know. I don't know who. Maybe they both came to maybe they liked each other. I mean, obviously they liked each other. They're still together, and so it wasn't just a one nighter. They had a fling, or
and he was talking to strippers. So I mean, he may have had a connection with her. You know that feeling when you look at a woman and be like, I gotta have her.
Yeah, but see, the thing about the strippers are, man, as much as I love the strippers, their job is to create a fantasy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so
they're actresses.
They're actresses. They know
how to make you feel like a man. Yeah.
Right. And so for me, I wouldn't know if this is the real deal because your job is to get me to throw as much money at you as possible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep me on the hook. Keep me on the line. Yeah. That's the goal of a stripper. Mm-hmm. And so as much as I like what they do and the services that they provide, personally, I don't know if I could ever believe that she's truly into me.
Because that's her job, is to make you believe she's truly into you.
Right. Oh, I've had my broke asses had a lap dance back in the day, and the way she looked at me, I was like, "Oh, okay, let's go to Jared." Yeah. and that was for a $10 lap dance.
Hey, man, the other side of the story is Doc Rivers, man. Doc Rivers is now Paul George's current head coach. That means when they were trying to figure out who to get and the name Paul George came up, he knew that Paul George was the dude that cheated on his daughter with the stripper that he's still with now. And Doc Rivers was like, let's go get him. And here's the other craziest part. Doc Rivers just traded away his real son, Austin Rivers, then accepted Paul George, the man who broke his daughter's heart, onto his team.
Okay. Is he still married or is he still with his kid's mother?
Yes.
Okay. Doc Rivers is catching hell
He is. You know he
Nigga,
is.
you done traded away your own goddamn son. Hey, dude. Doc Rivers' name is mud around his house.
And it's G around mine. Because I respect him so much for that. Because he's about winning. He ain't about that emotional bullshit of, do you remember when, first of all, if it was me and that happened, I got 2 daughters, I'm already understanding why the nigga did it. And I know it ain't personal. Now, if he brought my daughter something like an STD that killed him, not killed her, that could kill her though, I can't fuck with you, dog. But if you just went off and did your thing on the side, I know why you did it. I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? Maybe we can talk about it. Dog, when I got caught cheating on my wife, the only person in her family that was cool was her dad. He was the only one. Everybody else caught feelings. They was mad. They started treating me different. Her pops was like, hey, man, come on, dog. What I look like being mad at you after I done did what I did. Well, come on, dog. Come on in, bro. You know, it was the first time we ever really got cool.
Yeah, I would sign him. Yeah. This shit's bigger than the game to me. He did that shit to my daughter. I'm signing him. I'm playing that nigga 48 minutes a game.
That's only 48 minutes in the game.
And I'm playing him every day, 48 minutes a game.
Are you punishing him?
Yeah, I'm punishing him. I'm on his ass in practice. I'm shitting on him in the media. Like, yeah, man, we can't get shit from our small forward. If we get any production, I'm putting him on the toughest assignments. He guarding everybody, homie.
Well, you know, it's funny because when I'm thinking about it, if it's my baby girl, I don't know if I can have him on the team if I'm mad at him, unless I get it. I don't know if I can have him on my team. But if he's on my team, man, I'm not punishing him. We trying to win.
I wouldn't have brought him in myself. You know what I'm saying? I'll say this. If my baby girl's still tripping, if she like, hey, fuck that nigga, I ain't tripping off him, then okay.
I'm not bringing him in. There's no way.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing him in. If my baby girl is not cool with it, I'm not bringing her in.
No, of course not.
I can't do that.
No, if she ain't tripping, if she's not tripping at all, like, man, we're cool. We're social media friends and stuff like that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But if she's still harboring, as a matter of fact, I'm looking at Seth Curry like, hey, man, you ain't took this nigga out yet? I'm looking at him kind of sideways. You ain't flagrant foul this motherfucker? That is
funny.
How is he still walking around without a limp, homie?
They sure from Paul George to Seth Curry, man, the other Curry brother, man. That's got to be tough on Seth Curry. For me, think about it, man. Because I've had it happen with my girl's exes are better athletes than me or whatever. Thank God it's never happened in comedy, but I've had it happen where they're like pro athletes and I was barely a college athlete. And I'm like, yeah, well, yeah, it happens.
You know, my ex-wife, one of her boyfriends was a writer, staff writer on SNL.
The job you wish you had.
And the job I wish I had. This nigga had. He was a staff writer.
They know how to get you one. That is hilarious. Coming up, a Dear Erby writer's ex-girlfriend is sick and now she wants him back. Should he go? It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friend some entertainment to make that commute a little easier or gives them some company on a workout or while they're cleaning the house so it helps them out. Helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Let's get into this Dear Erby letter.
Let us.
Dear Erby, my name is Jake. I am an American living in Israel. Wow, that's what's up, man. International. Thanks for listening internationally. My girlfriend and I have been dating for 3 years now. I should say had been because she dumped me for not agreeing to marry her soon enough. She also wanted me to go to medical school, but I decided I wanted to study sales and marketing. We used to have so much fun, but lately she has been stressed and taking it out on me. Last week, things got worse. She called me because she is sick. I don't know if it is the coronavirus. I don't want to curse her. I am obviously not a doctor. If I were, we'd still be together. Hilarious. But it sure sounds like it based on her symptoms. She keeps telling me that she was there when I needed her. Wish she was. But does that mean I need to be there for her now? She broke up with me, guys. Now that she is scared and feeling alone, she is being all nice and trying to get me to come take care of her. What should I do? I do miss her sometimes, but I don't really like the way she treated me. I'm curious what you guys think. I love the show. I want to make sure I make a decision in post-nut mode. Haha, Jake in Tel Aviv. Come on, what you think, dog?
Ooh, this is a tough one, man.
Yeah, man.
This is a tough one, Jake in Tel Aviv. All right, man. Okay, let me lean into this one. Okay, man. So here's the thing. Ordinarily, I'm like, look, you broke up with me. That means all the positives that come along with me, that's over.
Yeah.
It's over. When you quit your job, you can't go in there and use the copier machine.
No, you can't. You might try.
Yeah, or the staff bathroom. You quit us. You don't get any of the perks. You're off the damn, what do you call it? The healthcare plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the shit that you chose. You made this decision. Now, I got to say, I've never really seen this before. Somebody actually break up with the guy for not marrying her. It's usually the threat.
Yeah.
But she actually went through with it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I haven't seen that. Usually the threat is enough to get the guy on his knee. But
go ahead and sign the bogus deal.
Yeah, his ex girl was she was really about that.
Trying to be about it.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Okay. So now that she's possibly walking around or laying around with the coronavirus, she wants you back. I would say this, man. If you don't have any feelings for her, don't go back. Don't go back. Yeah, man. She was there for you when you needed her, but I don't know if it's equivalent. I don't know if you were suffering from some deadly virus. I don't know if you had the Ebola.
Yeah, Larry, I doubt that seriously.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same thing, but look, man, I would say follow your heart, dude. Follow your instincts on this one, dude. If you feel, yeah, man, follow your instincts on this. Because here's the thing about it, man. If you still have feelings for her, man, go back and nurse her back to health. But if you're really truly salty and are done with her, yeah, that's a tough one, man. She's asking you to possibly expose yourself to this virus, and you be doing this for somebody you ain't feeling no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. You guys have some history together. I would say, regardless, check in on her, do your part, maybe deliver some groceries to her and stuff like that. Be the nice guy. But as far as like getting back with her, that's only if you truly, truly want to. Don't get guilted into this shit, though. That's for damn sure.
When we come back, I'm gonna weigh in. Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, and you can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo. Find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. Kamal, Jake is in trouble.
Oh, wow.
He's in trouble. The fact that he's even asking us, Jake is already back with that woman. We all know what it's like to be with a woman who ain't worthy of us. Every woman know what it's like to be with a man that they think is not worthy of them. Jake's heart is going to make him make a bad decision. She don't want him. She wants a doctor for whatever security needs. Jake ain't no doctor. She don't want Jake. They just have, it's weird when you get addicted to somebody that don't even really like you. She don't want Jake. She got plans for Jake. Jake is going to be in trouble. It wasn't good. He's only going back out of guilt. No, he's in trouble. What should he do? I'll tell you what you should do. You should run for the hills. You should run. Oh. You should run. You should run. And remind her that, listen, you weren't feeling me when you were healthy. Don't feel me now. Now, don't go back after that. You should run for the hills. Now, what would I do? I would be stupid. I would go back. I would go back. I'd feel sentimental value. I'd feel, I got this hero complex. I got to save the day. Oh, she needs me, blah, blah, blah. And it's a bad choice. Come on, we all know what it's like when we're walking to our death. We know it's like, why are we doing this? It's prenup mode.
Mm-hmm.
Just, good and well, you're like, what am I doing? I can think of all my prenup mode stories of like, and I'm literally telling myself, what are you doing? Dude, and I'm doing it anyway.
When I got my ex-wife pregnant, but we were separated.
Yeah.
And when I was moving back into the house.
Yep.
What the fuck, dog? Why?
She got me. Yep.
Why
she got me.
am I doing this shit?
Yep. She got me.
Because honestly, man, for me personally, man, I didn't want to look like I was a bad guy. Not even
That's
like on some old,
problem.
not some superhero shit. I didn't want to look like an asshole.
Kamal.
And so Jake, I'm sure, doesn't want to look like an asshole.
But here's the problem with that, Kamal. I don't want to look like an asshole either. But I am an asshole. And if you are an asshole, you need to embrace the inner asshole.
Careful, you idiot. I said across her nose, not up it.
Sorry, sir. Doing my best.
Who made that man a gunner?
I did, sir. He's my cousin.
Who is he?
He's an asshole, sir.
I know that. What's his name?
That is his name, sir. Asshole. Major asshole.
And his cousin?
He's an asshole, too, sir. Gunner's mate, first class, Philip Asshole.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo! Too many times, man, I look to people, man. I get jealous of people that are brave enough to be the jerk that they really are. Let me tell you how these women get you, bro. They get you with your weaknesses. Same as Kyle. They get me with my weaknesses. So one of my weaknesses is that damsel. I got that hero complex, so I want to save the day. So over time, they seem to get weaker because they notice when they get weak, I get strong. So they're not getting stronger and happier. They're getting weaker because I'm bringing that out of them. Isn't that deep? And they know there's certain ways where, Superman, Kryptonite, he can't beat that. There's certain moves I'm not strong enough to beat. Kamal has certain things he's not strong enough to beat. Even with your parents, you never want to look like the bad guy.
No.
So when it's time to come out or go, subconsciously or consciously, they're gonna use the chess move of, you're a bad guy. Look at the lurch you're leaving me in.
Hell yeah. I'm like Marty McFly. His word was chicken.
Let's have it out. You and me, right now. No, thanks.
What's the matter? Where you going? You chicken?
That's it, isn't it? Nothing but a little chicken.
What's wrong, dude? You yellow?
Unless you want everyone in division to think you're chicken.
What's wrong, McFly? Chicken?
What's the matter? Chicken? What did you call me, Griff?
Chicken! McFly!
Nobody calls me chicken. Chicken. Nobody calls me yellow.
Nobody calls me chicken needles. Nobody.
All right. Prove it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? My thing
Yep.
is, you're an asshole.
Yeah. Ah, man, I'm not trying to be an asshole. And then you walk right back into the bullshit. Jake is in trouble, dog. He's in love with a woman that is not a good fit for him. He deserves something better. We all deserve something better. He ain't gonna have it, and neither do we. So join the club, dog. If you guys have a Dear Erby letter, send us an email at dearerby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearerby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Twitter and Instagram at Angry Kamal.
Before I get into where you can find me, man, I just want to send you guys an encouraging word because this is something we have never seen before, man. This, let me turn this down real quick. This Corona joint, man. Like, as a comedian, people ask me, hey, man, how's it hitting you, man? How's it hitting you? And it's crazy. Like, shows are canceled. Things are just so different. And I just want to remind you guys to try to count your blessings every day, because the fact that I'm still paying the rent, the fact that we're still paying our bills, the fact that people are still eating is a miracle, man. And we've had, it's been a long time since we've had this kind of global, it feels like since the Bible days, or since, the Black Plague and that kind of thing, where it just changed the world. You know what I mean? And I really want to encourage you guys that this really is a big deal. This, the gym is closed. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's no comedy club open. I've never seen no sports. There's no sports. So if you're having a hard time through this, holler at your boy, man. For real. Holler at us. Let us know how you feeling, how you getting through this. Reach out to us. Let us know how you feel. If this doesn't faze you, hit us up. Talk to us about it. Because as Shoal Underwood says on Shoal Underwood Radio, we're doing this alone together. It does feel like we're alone together. But, we do have each other. We do have podcasts we can hear. We have, I know you probably noticed the movie clips went a little longer today. That's just to give you a little feeling of nostalgia. I know a lot of people are hurting out there. Some people, you're like, man, this is fine. But this ain't easy. So, this is when we always say to reach out and hit us up. And we say that every time, but for real, like if you need to talk, holla at us. If you want to share, just feel like you want to be heard, holla at us. Whether you want to hear it on the show or not, my personals, hit me up. It may take me a while to get you back, but I'll get back to you. Just want you guys to know you're not alone. This is not easy. If you're scared, you want advice, if you just want to be heard, holla at your boy, man. We'll get at you, man. But as far as my social media, you can find me. I'm at Kyle Erby at the MRA Podcast is where you can find us both. KyleErby.com is my website where you can see some of the commercials I've done. The MRAPodcast.com is where you can hear every last episode from episode 1 to episode 87. This one right here. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
Before I get into this piano, man, I do want to send a shout out to my cousin Kevin. This drops on Wednesday, April 1st. It's craziest April Fools ever, but happy birthday, my dude. And that's one of my OGs, man. He helped me with Side Piece Boot Camp. He helped me with the music for the first MRA, the one we did on the YouTube joints. This song right here, he produced that for us, man. That's our theme song, man. I appreciate you for that cut. So if you wonder why we let it play a little longer today and even repeated playing it, that's for my cousin, man. And he's listening to every episode. So I know you're listening, man. Happy birthday, my dog. This piano is not for you, but this one is, I like to call this, You're in Texas, even though that's not what it's called. Here we go. MRA. That's the first one I ever played with my eyes closed. I'm getting better, y'all.